Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like you were staring at a stranger? Not a bad hair day stranger, not a tired Tuesday stranger.
Really looked, and for a second, you didn't know who was looking back. Good evening, and welcome to Finding Me Again. I'm your host, Joy Fikini.
If that moment I just described has ever happened to you, I want you to stay right here with me for the next few minutes. Because today we're asking a question that sounds small, but it isn't. It's actually one of the biggest questions a woman can ask herself. Who am I without them? Yeah. I'll tell you why that question matters so much. Yeah. Because a lot of us were never taught that love could take pieces of us. We were taught love adds, love completes, love fills you up. Nobody sat us down and said, hey, sometimes love, even good love, even love that started out real can slowly, quietly erase you. It doesn't happen with one big moment. That's the part that gets people. We keep waiting for the dramatic scene and the fight, the betrayal, the thing we can point to and say, that's when I lost myself. But for most women, that's not how it goes. It's smaller than that. It's sneakier than that. It's choosing their plans over yours enough times that you stop making plans of your own. It's softening your opinion so things stay peaceful until one day you realize you don't remember the last time you said what you actually thought. It's saying, I don't mind so often that you genuinely forget what you do mind. There's a real difference between loving someone and losing yourself in them. I want to name it plainly because I think a lot of us blur the two without meaning to. Loving someone looks like this.
You care about their happiness, and your own happiness is still fully intact right next to it. Two whole people standing side by side. Losing yourself looks like this. Their happiness becomes the whole condition of your day. If they're okay, you're okay. If they're off, you scramble. Your peace stops belonging to you. It starts renting space in someone else's mood. That's not a character flaw.
I want to be really clear about that. That's not you being too much or not enough. That's what happens to a lot of women.
Who were raised to believe that being good meant being agreeable and being loved meant being needed. So how do you know if this has happened to you? Here are a few signs, and I want you to just notice, not judge, just notice, if any of these land close to home. You've stopped finishing sentences that start with I want. You catch yourself and you trail off and you ask what they want instead. You feel a flash of guilt when you do something just for you, even something small, even something harmless.
You can list 5 things about the person you love without thinking, but if I asked you what you're passionate about right now, today, this month, you'd have to sit there and really search for an answer. And maybe the clearest sign of all, you feel tired in a way sleep doesn't fix. That's not physical exhaustion. That's the exhaustion of performing a version of yourself for so long that the real one hasn't had a turn to breathe. Here's the wake-up call, and I want you to really hear this one because it's the whole reason we're here today. The scariest heartbreak a woman can go through isn't losing them, it's losing herself. Losing a relationship is painful, but it's survivable because on the other side of it, there's still a person. Losing yourself is quieter and honestly more dangerous because you don't always get a clear moment where it ends. Sometimes you're technically still in the relationship, you're still showing up every day, and you're already gone. You're already missing. Just nobody's filed the report yet. So today, I don't want to give you 10 steps or a 5-point plan. I want to give you one honest exercise because that's where real change actually starts. Not in the big overhaul, but in the small, uncomfortable moment of telling yourself the truth. Tonight, I want you to sit somewhere quiet.
No phone, no noise. And I want you to ask yourself, when's the last time I did something just because I wanted to, not because it kept the peace, not because it made someone else happy, not because it was expected of me, just because I wanted to. If the answer takes you a while to find, that's not a failure. That's just information. That's the starting line. Because you can't come back to yourself until you're honest about how far you've drifted.
And the fact that you're here listening to this, asking the question, that already tells me something. It tells me some part of you is still in there, tapping on the glass, waiting for you to notice her again. She's not gone. She's just waiting. Thank you for being here with me today. See you next week. Remember to choose yourself.